Hey, you're live. Thanks.
Thanks, John. Call to order the Senior Liaison Committee meeting for Monday, May 24th. Having just checked, there was nobody in the queue for public comments. So we'll move forward with the approval of March 22nd's meeting minutes. There was no meeting for the month of April.
I move acceptance of the March 22nd minutes.
I'll second. Any discussion, Mimi?
No.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Minutes carry. John, do we have a report on the Community Senior Center project?
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Sorry, I had something on my screen. Just a brief one that as far as the interior, we're finishing up the HVAC equipment. The interior walls are almost finished, closed and painted. The windows and doors are being installed. Light fixtures are being installed. And the masons are finishing up their exterior work, and which helps the windows get in. Focus now is on the site work. They completed the sidewalk in front of the gymnasium, and I think they're going around the side of the building and in front of the multi-purpose room this week. And they're continuing to work on getting ready to, I guess, working on the parking lot, getting ready to pave that probably maybe by the sometime in the middle of June. I did schedule a walkthrough on Thursday, May 27th, this Thursday at 3 o'clock. At that hours, that's when the workers leave and the construction basically stopped. And people need to attend. If people want to attend, they need to have a hard hat and wear closed-toed shoes. And the community senior center continues to be closed to the public during this construction phase.
Okay.
And that's it.
Mimi, any questions?
No questions.
Okay. Moving forward, we'll update on Human Senior Services.
Take it away, Denise.
Well, as you all know, that I am retiring June 30th, but I have the files all in order and the old programs. So whoever steps in knows what was happening in the past. And also some suggestions for new programs. We're still doing our drive-through luncheons. We're having a Father's Day one on Friday, June 18th. Taking reservations on June 7th. We're doing busy bags. We have a walking bag, which gives like 9 different trails that they can do. The adult coloring book and colored pencils, crossword puzzles, and search a word books with pens. In the walking bag, we have our logo with sunscreen and the maps. So, oh, and the beautiful towel. We were supposed to get a water bottle. Instead, they sent us, I think is better, a nice towel with our logo. So getting well received on that, so which is good. So I want to thank everyone. It's with sadness, but it's time to move on. It was a pleasure working with everyone, listening to all the good things, good ideas and things like that. And I will miss the seniors. It was like family. And I hope that family atmosphere can continue. So I get choked up, so I apologize. But thank you.
Denise, thank you for your many years of service. If I remember from the budget workshop, I want to say it was close to 30.
Yeah, with teaching, dance, and starting the dance program for the town of Rocky Hill. Here's one of my students. I'm
Proud.
still
I was the
young.
best. I was the best.
She was. She ordered everybody around in the classroom. And then working part-time and with the seniors and then going into full-time. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Many hats and I loved it.
Yeah, I'd also like to extend my best wishes to you and thank you for all your hard work. And like I said, I don't know if, if you're going to work part-time, full-time, whatever, but I highly recommend retirement. It's great.
Thanks.
Long, healthy one.
Yes, that's the thing, knock on wood, but thank you.
So I guess the only question on the transition that's going to take place, and I don't know who wants to answer it. I just want to make sure that we have a plan in place and that things don't stop as we have the new senior center rolling forward. During the budget workshop, we learned that there's going to be a whole change in the way senior activities are handled, and just want to make sure we're not missing something. There's no gaps.
Well, I think that's up to John.
I think for now, we've placed advertisements for the position. And I'm hoping that Denise and Melissa will continue doing what they have been doing in the past while the senior center has been closed. But I think we're just waiting for replacement to be found, and then we'll probably just continue on with what Denise has done in the past, and as she said, has prepared for the new or the incumbent to come in.
Right. And even though the COVID rules have loosened because of the construction, we're not able to open any of the senior center, community center until probably September.
Yeah, we're shooting for September. Hopefully the contractor will be turning the building over to the town in middle of July, and then we'll put in the furniture and some of the AVA equipment between July and August, and hopefully get the center to be open sometime in early September.
Okay. So during this transition period, if people need to reach out, any of the seniors need to reach out, is Missy the point of contact, or Denise until June 30th?
Right.
We are still here. We all still answered the questions. We are working to figure out how to get certain people, other people in the department cross-trained and cover municipal agent responsibilities. But in the meantime, we are still providing case management assistance, and certainly Denise will be here through the end of June. So during that gap, we will certainly do whatever needs to be done to service any senior who is in need of anything. That will continue. And that's always sort of been the way we approach the senior center part, was more the recreation specific, but certainly we don't have the recreation, but any other needs that that come up, we are still going to address, and will continue even beyond the change in organization.
Okay.
Is the new hire expected to be the municipal agent for the elderly as well, or might those be two separate positions? Just curious. I mean,
No, the municipal agent, the new hire would not be that. I think Melissa's group would continue doing that, and I think she's designated someone in her area to learn the task.
good. I think it's a lot to do both.
Sure is. I get it.
With the new center, it's going to be more work for the center, so I think it's good to have separate. Yeah.
And John, I know we talked in the budget workshop. What's the title that you're hiring for? What?
I believe it's maybe the Director of Senior Services.
Okay. I'm just writing a note so I remember that. All right. And John, as this transition takes place, because I know there'll be a gap between Denise retiring and the center opening, if you could just provide, keep us updated, so any seniors that have suggestions, programming. We're not missing anything, because I want
Yep.
September to be that I like to say the perfect launch of a new center, and
Mhm.
I don't want to see the transition interfere with that.
Okay, I just,
We good with that, John?
yeah, my screen just sort of sort of went back to the beginning of Zoom. So I have no pictures. So yes, I'm all set with that when you asked the question. I was just looking
It
at
looked like you're
that,
trying to read something to us, and I was hesitating for you. All right. If there's nothing else on the update, any new business? Not hearing
come
any?
back. No, I
Nothing
have
new?
nothing unless Melissa has or Denise have anything.
No, nothing. I don't have anything new, just summertime historically is lower. It's the same, lower as far as volume. This year looks a little bit different, but obviously the timing of coming off and post-COVID. So on the human services side, we are swamped and inundated, working with other departments, with the library, with PD, trying to address people's needs. So nothing really senior specific. I know that the book club is back to meeting outside here, which is nice, at the picnic table. So even in that, we're seeing a little bit of transition back to, although the center is not open yet, it's nice to see people meeting back in public, and we will continue with that monthly drive-through like Denise mentioned. And if there's,
I know also too that we have been working, talking, well, with Weathersfield, Berlin, and because I've gotten a lot of seniors, because we couldn't have the foot care program going on, that the nurse is over in Weathersfield, Newington, and Berlin. So we're telling our seniors to go take care of their feet. You know, it's been tough for them, and when your feet hurt, so, which is good. And there's a lot, we're getting the news out, you know, about the picnic tables being out here, so people can gather, and we have their games that they like to play, and people are now meeting in their homes to play bingo and LCR and others, just to socialize, since they all got their shots. So
Yep.
They're anxious for the center to be open again.
I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody's ready to have it open.
Yeah.
Melissa, just along the lines of counseling services, has there been a demand for counseling services amongst our senior community?
Overwhelmingly so, yes.
Okay. And are we able to handle those needs, or are we light on resources, or?
We are very light on resources. However, we do meet with all the other towns. You know, Rocky Hill is one of the only, if not the only, in the area that offers clinical services. Most every other town has to send them out to non-for-profit organizations in the community. So, you know, we collaborate with other towns, and we do that as well. So we do prioritize. Certainly we take care of imminent needs, but there's, you know, without getting long-winded about it, there are several levels. There are immediate needs that the PD may help or ask for help, or the library, and that's an immediate need. Then there's longer-term needs. If the longer-term needs can be, we can help facilitate setting them up through insurance purposes or telehealth or other things. We do that. But there is a need, but I say that because I'm very proud of the fact that we do offer that as a town. So, you know, do we have enough to go around? No, not to the level we would like, but I'm sure most departments and people would say that. So we are taken care of. We've not left anybody out to dry, so to speak. And, you know, we've made sure to address every senior's needs in some capacity. So I have taken on a few clients very short term while they were waiting to get in for assessments and for care. And so I do home visits. They can come into the therapy room here in the office. Like I said, I have met fire marshal within the last 2 weeks, the fire marshal, the director of the library just today for somebody, and and the PD for several, just in the last week, there's probably 4 or 5 in the community that were imminent, needs, and rest, and we're doing what we need to do to address that. That's the best I can answer that.
No, and the reason I'm asking the question, and John, I'll direct this to you, as one of the uses of the American Rescue Plan funds was for counseling services directly related to COVID, both within the senior community as well as I think the school age community. And if we have those funds available, and I'm kind of reaching a little bit, but Melissa, if we have resources available to help you, not just financial, but actually somebody to help with the counseling services, it's something we should be looking at as a use for those funds. And that's kind of why I was asking the question.
Sure.
We haven't figured those into the budget. We're still waiting for the Treasury Department to come out with their final ruling. But it seems that coming out of COVID there's a great need for counseling services.
Yep.
And we got to make sure we're taking care of that.
Yes,
Definitely.
yeah, we're seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As all the communities are. All the
Absolutely.
communities we're all inundated and overwhelmed from several aspects, but the mental health component is certainly top of the list.
Right. So we have to look at what the uses are, allowed uses, and see if we could help utilize them for that area is all I was trying to,
Yeah,
my long directed way of trying to get there.
I agree with you.
All right. Anybody have anything else?
Nope.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Happy
Thank you.
Thank you
Memorial
very
Day.
much. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.